Friendships, like all relationships, require compromise. But what happens when compromise turns into complete surrender? That's exactly what I found myself dealing with when it came to my friend Lauren. Lauren and I had been part of a small group of women who, despite our busy lives, tried to meet up every once in a while. We live in a small beach town where entertainment options are already limited. Most outings revolve around dinner and drinks, and that's where the problem began. Lauren is vegan, not just vegetarian, but strictly vegan. She also doesn't drink. I have absolutely no issue with that. In fact, I admire her dedication to her choices. But what I do have an issue with is that every single outing has to cater to her needs, while the rest of us are left making sacrifices. At first, we all tried to be accommodating. We made an effort to choose restaurants with vegan options. We avoided places that were known for their steaks or seafood, even if that's what the rest of us were craving. We even refrained from ordering certain dishes because we knew it would upset her. And when we ordered a drink, well, that came with a whole new level of judgment. Lauren wouldn't just sit there and sip on her water. She'd send us videos later about the harmful effects of alcohol. It was as if she believed she was on some moral high ground, looking down on us poor, uninformed souls. I tried to brush it off at first. That's just Lauren, I told myself. But over time, resentment began to build. One night, I suggested we go to a steakhouse. I knew it wasn't Lauren's thing, but I figured she could eat beforehand and just join us for the social aspect. I even texted in our group chat, "Hey ladies, I've been craving a good steak. Thinking about going to Tony's Grill. Who's in?" Lauren immediately replied, "I can't eat there. How about we go to Greenleaf instead?" And just like that, the plan changed. Again. I sighed as the others agreed. I wasn't in the mood for overpriced salads, but I went anyway because I didn't want to cause drama. And of course, when my friend Jenna ordered a burger, Lauren made a face. She didn't say anything outright, but she didn't have to. The pursed lips, the judgmental glance, the deep sigh, it was all there. Later that night, I received another one of her educational videos. This time, it was about factory farming and the horrors of the meat industry. That was the moment I knew I was done. For the next few outings, I started declining invitations. Not because I was busy, but because I was tired of pretending to enjoy myself. Lauren eventually noticed and confronted me. "Why have you been bailing on us?" she asked one afternoon. Took a deep breath. It was now or never. "I respect your choices, Lauren," I said carefully. "But they've started to limit mine. I don't get to go out often. And when I do, I want to actually enjoy the experience. If I'm in the mood for steak and a drink, I should be able to have that without worrying that it'll bother you." She looked stunned. "But that's not what friendship is about. It's about enjoying each other's company, not just the food." I nodded. "Exactly. So why can't you just eat first and join us sometimes? Why does it always have to be about what you're comfortable with?" She frowned. "I'm not going to sit around watching people eat meat." And that was it. "Okay," I said simply. "I get it. And you need to get that I'm not catering to your needs every time I go out." She didn't respond. But later, I got a text from another friend in the group. "Lauren's upset," she wrote. "But honestly, I agree with you. I'm tired of the same thing every time we go out." It was a relief to know I wasn't alone. I thought that was the end of it. I thought I had drawn my boundary, and that was that. But a few weeks later, Lauren and I ended up on the same tennis team. It was a scorching day in Florida, over 100 degrees, humid, the kind of weather where just standing outside makes you sweat. One of our teammates started feeling sick from the heat. She was dizzy, cramping, on the verge of throwing up. Immediately, another woman and I ran to get her water and a cold towel. "Lauren, she just sat there and complained. I don't play well in the mornings," she muttered. "I told you guys, we should have played later." I couldn't believe it. A teammate was physically suffering, and all she could think about was herself. That was when I snapped. "I have never met someone so self-absorbed in my entire life," I said, my voice shaking with anger. A teammate is about to pass out, and you're making it about you? Lauren stormed off. The other two women? They thanked me. She's been like this for years, one of them admitted. I've wanted to tell her off for so long. I'm going to talk to the captain, the other one said. She's like a cancer on this team. That was the moment I knew I was done. Not just with Lauren's antics, but with her. She could go shove a carrot where the sun doesn't shine. That night, I went out with a few of the other women from the team. We went to Tony's Grill, the steakhouse I had originally wanted to go to. I ordered the biggest, juiciest burger they had and washed it down with an ice-cold beer, and it tasted amazing. For the first time in a long time, I felt free. Free from judgment. Free from the pressure to conform to someone else's lifestyle. The truth is, friendship shouldn't feel like a burden. It shouldn't require constant sacrifices from only one side. If someone truly values your relationship, they'll meet you halfway. Lauren never did, and that's why I don't regret walking away. Cheers to new beginnings. Friendships evolve, and sometimes outgrowing a friendship is a natural part of life. If you ever find yourself constantly accommodating someone at the expense of your own happiness, it might be time to reevaluate. Have you ever dealt with a friend like Lauren? How did you handle it? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and hit the notification bell to stay updated with more shocking real-life stories happening around you.